While investing in ELSS, is it better to go in for SIP route or to invest lump sum? And this is from Gopinath. Also, while selecting the fund, should we just look at the past performance, or are there any other factors as well to look into?
You should look at past performance when looking at funds, but the way you look at past performance is different. You should look at long-term past performance, how it did in a falling market and how it did in a rising market. If you are looking at, in the previous question, what I was saying, that somebody is looking at 1 year return of a gilt fund or a gold fund and is getting attracted, that is not the way to look at past performance, because that looking at that rear view of, recent past, you tend to think that this will repeat and you come with a lot of expectations. And normally when you are looking at such returns, it is unlikely to repeat. So you get disappointed and you get driven out of it forever. So the way to look at past performance is understand the dynamics of the return, how erratic it has been, how it has been derived, because you will find that in the last 5 years or in the last 7 years, one fund gave a 20% return, another fund also gave a 20% return. But in one fund, most of the return came in 2 years. In the other fund, it came very consistently. In one fund, it was largely by protecting the decline in a falling market. In the other one, it fell dramatically and then made all the money in those 2 years or 3 quarters or some such thing. I would say that, based on the character of the return, how those returns are derived, that is reflection of the fund manager's choice of stock, the kind of stock he's choosing. You will also be able to figure out that whether it is an accident or whether it is a design. One by design are likely to be repeatable. One which is an accident, then you have to wait for the accident. So that's the way to look at past performance. Should you be investing in ELSS by way of SIP? SIP is basically, in ELSS you can do without it, but I would still suggest why you should do your SIP in ELSS. We earn every month, why not invest every month? But in ELSS, and the whole idea of doing a SIP is that when you make a lump sum investment, you get scared, odds are against you psychologically when you see a sharp decline. In ELSS, you can't do anything about it, you get stuck for 3 years. So that risk isn't there. You can see, you can get anxious, you can get nervous, you can curse, but you can't do anything about it. And in 3 years time frame, you end up getting a meaningful return. So in ELSS if you're going to invest for next 20 years, 30 years, and even investing in the month of March, it is your SIP.
Once so that makes it lump sum.
Yeah, you can, that's another way of looking at it, that here is my regular investing where I'm making an annual investment for next 30 years.
Okay.
Instead of every month. But I would say that, what fits in with your income cycle, which is a monthly investment. We earn our salary every month, we spend it every month, we pay our home loan EMI every month. Why not SIP too? And you don't get, your accountant will not warn you or threaten you that he will cut the TDS if you haven't done that, because you can give all your investments that you have made, and that will save you the last minute worry.